Welcome to another version of Visions of What Is to Come. It is I, May Chosen One, and I am here to give you an update on what I've been seeing from the Lord and what I've been hearing from the Lord. First, I know that there has been a lot of activity in the stock markets, with the Dow at one point opening and then falling significantly. And as of today, I believe it kind of was like neutral. So therefore, we don't know if the next is going to be a drop or is it, going to be up. It's going up or down according to what everybody is saying. And also, if you heard of Jonathan Kahn, he's another person that has been saying for a while. He wrote I think it was a book on the Shemitah. That every 7 years, something happened as far as financial. And so I don't know all the ins and out of it, but if you want to look him up, it's Jonathan Kahn and what he is saying according to his research and also according to, I guess, his the Shemitah, that there is something that's going to happen. And it's something very significant. And he said it was going to start in September. Well, so far it's already started. It has been, it started off, I think, the Dow just went down, it came back up, went down, and now it's just like at level. So, September is what? Next week? And everybody on YouTube that's in this, prepping world, or Christians that's into, I guess you could say, the end time ministry. Everybody is saying that they believe that something is definitely going to happen in September. I'm just going to tell you this: I had a vision, and like I told you, I know some of you might think that it gives me some pleasure to sit up here and tell you all what I see, but it's not. It doesn't. And then the Lord took me in Scripture and showed me, well, I've given this, responsibility to you, and if you don't tell them what you've seen, their blood going to be in your hands. And he took me directly to that Scripture, and I was like, I think it was in Ezekiel, and I was like, okay, no, that's not what I want to happen to me. I'm going to tell you all whether, people receive it or people don't receive it. Get ready. Okay. Now, I believe in my spirit that it's going to go down. I believe that it may play a little game back and forth, but eventually it is going to go down. And that's just what I sense. And I'm going to tell you why, because I had this vision. I'm sorry I got off topic. I had this vision. And it was almost like I was out of my... Now, this is another thing. And I don't know if it was an actual vision or I was out of my body, because sometimes it's hard for me to tell if I'm sleeping. If I'm lying down, I can tell I'm out of my body. I can feel my spirit and go. But sometimes if it's at night and I'm asleep, I can't really distinguish if I am out of my body or it's a vision. And you know what? Really, it don't make a difference. But I'm just going to tell you what I saw. So I was like in a room, and it was Walmart. It was Walmart. Okay, I know what Walmart looked like. I know there are signs. Everything was in Walmart in a stock room. And a manager, it was a man, came out. He had about maybe 8 to 10 other managers or other department heads in this room. And he looked at them. He said, look, okay, this is the orders I got. Once the food and everything leave off these shelves, we done. We can't put no more food on these shelves. And all the managers were looking around each other, like they knew something was coming, or they knew it was coming. But this was like, we finally got the word. It's it. We can't restock any more food on these shelves once we are done, or supplies. Once we done, it's done. I'm letting y'all know that I believe after I saw that, they got orders. They already started closing Walmarts down for whatever reasons, and people were saying that they will find out that later on, they would have like barbed wire fence around the Walmart. Or people reported activity, like they were using it for something, some kind of, I don't know, some command center, or they was using it as some kind of staging ground. I'm not really sure, but put it this way, the Walmarts was closing, but not for the reason they said it was. All right, and everybody believes, and people have proof up there. You can go up there and research for yourself that they're closing for something that's get ready to take place. And now I'm telling you right now, I saw it. I saw the manager telling them we would not stock any more food on any more of these shelves, and that after the food is gone, like that's it. There be no more restocking. That good luck. And he didn't say this, but what I felt from what he was saying was like good luck, and take care of your family. It was like I felt like he was giving them like a final spiel, that this was gonna be it, good luck, and God be with you. And also, okay, probably like a couple of weeks ago, I had a vision, and the vision was, and actually I wasn't asleep, I was lying down, and then it played out, before me, and I seen like a wave that was so strong that as the wave was coming through the streets, it was moving school buses and vehicles. So there go again the vision about some type of tsunami or something. And it was powerful, and I was above looking down, and it was very, very powerful wave that came through, just rushing. And like I said, it was so strong that it moved vehicles. Now, my husband is not on here today because he's busy with school and whatever, but he keeps seeing 911. He keeps seeing that on clock, and I'm not into any numbers or whatever, but it was significant because we all know what happened in 9/11, and we also know 911 is the number you dial for emergency. And he's seen it. I know more than 3 times, and I finally I hear some of my spirits say that's because something is getting ready to happen that is going to be major and significant, like 9/11. And also people gonna need help. I feel it was like a two-edged meaning to it. I feel like it was a twofold meaning to it. That yes, something's getting ready to happen. It's gonna be significant. It's gonna be just as important as September 11th. And September the 11th changed the course of United States history. Our lives, even going to the airport, everything changed since that event happened. And if another event happened, yeah, which he kept saying, why I keep saying this? And finally, at first I was like, I know, but then I heard Spirit say, because there's an event that's gonna happen that's gonna be worse than 9/11. And I'm telling y'all now, just go ahead and go to the Dollar Tree, get you some canned goods. Dollar Tree has a lot of different things for $1. Some very good finds. Just pick a closet and just start putting stuff in there. Years ago, many years ago, I remember my mom always kept a lot of canned goods on hand. It was almost like she was prepping and didn't even know she was prepping. She always had, something on hand that she can go to, whether it was mackerel in a can. You can make mackerel and rice. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Whatever meat you can find in the can, get it and put it up. What can it hurt? If the most you can go in there on a rainy day and go get it if you don't want to go to the store. So okay, I got a couple of cans of tuna. Let me go ahead and fix some tuna for dinner, or I got couple of cans of ravioli. Let me fix that. The worst that can happen is gonna get eaten up sooner or later. But I'd rather be safe than sorry, and I'm just telling y'all that something is going to happen. The people of God are praying and asking God, to have mercy, and the Lord will, but it's just some things that just got to take place. It just has to take place. Now, I was looking at the news, and and I also look at alternative media news, and someone was saying, what's going on overseas? There was a report of a funnel cloud. I believe it was in Japan. And then all of a sudden, there was a funnel cloud in Russia. And then there was a funnel cloud reported over a U.S. base. And they're like saying that it's for testing. They're testing something out or whatever. And a lot of people are speculating that is there some war going on that we don't even know nothing about? research it. A funnel cloud showed up. I think it was either was Japan or China. And then another funnel cloud showed up, like some nuclear device was detonated in Russia. And then there was someone reportedly seen on American air base. And I had somewhere in the history, and I don't at that point I don't think I was putting like like visions of what is to come, dot coma, coma, what it is. And somebody had suggested me, a young man had suggested to me that I should do that, and I think I had started doing it. But at that point, I hadn't started doing it. A viewer had told me, "Why don't you, say vision what is to come, and then like put, like what it's about." But sometimes I be having like more than one vision, so I can't really, it'll be a long title. But that was a good idea, and I have been using it. But at this point, I didn't use it. And it was a video I had where I had saw an explosion on a base that was in Asia. And I don't know if it was Korea. I said it was an Asian country. I saw it. And when I was looking at alternative media news, and that's what I call my news, because you can't get nothing. I mean, you can, like the stock market and everything, you can see that on CNN, but you ain't going, if you want the real truth, you're not going to get the real truth on, regular TV. And I've told you that before, and I'm sure you know that if you watch this channel, you know that as well. You're not going to get, the truth on, CNN and Fox News. Forget it. But anyway, I saw it on alternative media, and I remember at that point, the Spirit, brought back to my memory, remember the video you made when you had saw an explosion on a base, and I was like, oh, yes, I did. And I can't recall which one it is, but it's on there. And I'm just letting y'all know that something get ready to happen. Keep doing what you're doing. The worst that can happen is that you'll have some supplies, but I'm sure it's gonna get worse. And I'm not sitting up here happy to tell you that. I'm not sitting up here reporting, like, oh, I can't wait. No, it's like, okay, if it's gonna happen, I'm at the point now, I'm like, okay, bring it on. It's gonna happen, bring it on. I mean, every time I look at the news, the regular news, I'm expecting any moment for something to come on there, that's gonna be life changing. I just feel it, and so, it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. So we'll watch the stock market starting next week. Watch it. When you hear them talking about it going down, and they made a big deal about it too. When it first happened, they talked about it, called it Black Monday. Then it was like, oh, it came back up 300 points and it dropped back down. And now, at the end of the day, when the bell, I think when they closed, it was neutral. It had not risen or fallen, but it hadn't recovered anyway completely from that Black Monday, I don't believe. Well, anyway, if you land on this channel and, if you're not right with God, you need to get right with God. You want to be in the ark of safety. Now is the time to just repent, ask the Lord into your heart. None of us perfect. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. We all human. We just trying. But if God see you trying, if you make one step, he'll make two. Just try. You don't want to be out of the ark of safety with what's getting ready to happen, because it's getting really bad. And I watch politics and things of that nature, but anytime you see Donald Trump, as being a forerunner in the Republican Party and winning, what's wrong with his picture? It makes you know he got money. We all know that most of the people who's connected with the Illuminati has money. It's almost like, okay, what are they doing? It's like they're playing with us. I mean, are you really serious? But it just makes you see what state, the world has gotten into. It's got to the point where, anything is possible now. I'm not surprised by anything that come up on this TV that they show us. The CNN and Fox, they can't put everything up there. They control to tell what they can put and what they can't put. Okay, just so happened that this man, killed two anchor people, an anchor woman and a cameraman, and then that took us, and God rest their souls, and then that took us our focus off the stock, okay, now they bring back, not talking about that as much. Then they're talking about, the presidential, campaign again. It's like, okay, what about the stock? That was, you guys were talking about the stock, every day until that happened. And then it's like, it's strange how they just dropped that and then they going right back talking about, like the presidential, candidacy. And just lets you see how they try to keep your mind where they want to keep your mind at. I'm still watching. Okay, every now and then they'll pop something up there about it, but they won't go into it. Like one time they had experts on there because it's a big deal. People don't realize it's a big deal, and it's gonna get worse. Well, thank you all for watching the video. I believe I had told y'all everything that I saw, what the Lord had shown me. Again, I saw the tsunami, another tsunami that came through, that was so strong and so powerful that I watched it move school buses like it was moving a pencil. And then, the vision I had about the Walmart and how, the manager, and he looked like he was in distress when he told them, like he didn't, it was the worst news he wanted to deliver. They knew it was coming, they just didn't know when. And then he was telling them, and it was like, good luck. And so, that lets me know that as things get ready to happen, stores gonna start closing more. They already got their orders. They already know what's gonna happen. They're just waiting for their orders. And so it's up to you to take heed and listen to what I'm telling you, or say, you know what, I'm gonna just do, I'm okay, whatever. It's up to you. But if you landed on this channel, it was not by coincidence that you did. Thank you for watching. May God bless you and may heaven shine upon you.